What were you doing at 17 years old? I'd be willing to bet it wasn't getting ready to compete in the Olympics like Evie Liebfart. And as if that's not impressive
I'm a
enough.
man, and this is my story. I love football. I love cheerleading. As a freshman, I wanted to be the varsity football players. I wanted to motivate them at halftime, speaking to them in the locker room. I just like to tell them, let's shine, let's do this. Don't quit. Don't be a failure.
Interestingly enough, Mr. Frew did not have long to enjoy this beautiful home he built. He built it in 1815 and died under mysterious circumstances in 1823. We don't know where he's buried, and we actually don't know how he died. It's believed he may have committed suicide because he went by.
When I got here and she wasn't here, or she didn't answer the door, I thought nothing of it. I just went ahead and planted the flowers like I promised her I would.
Donna Vagliano had no idea as she worked in her aunt's yard that day in 1993, the 84-year-old was dead. Merle Yuen was beaten to death inside her home with 44 stab wounds spread over her 90-pound body. It took investigators just a few days to find the killer. And they didn't have to look far to find Tony Hartzell. He lived feet away, right across the street. Vagliano locked eyes with Hartzell that day.
8/11 breaking news right now. Fox 46 is learning about another fatal shooting.
Gunfire erupts on Reed Avenue in West Charlotte. Police find 2 people shot. Both were taken to the hospital, while a third showed up with life-threatening injuries. Keith Rivera, Quan Hoover, and Juwan Presley all later died. This case remains unsolved.
I'm not super cop. I'm only as good as the information that I get.
CMPD Detective Christian Sinnott says the 3 were in a driveway when a car drove up. An altercation quickly led to shots fired, but nobody's talking.
There were a lot of people out there. A lot of people saw what was going on.
Detective Sinnott says there was a block party going on that night with about 40 to 50 people on the streets at the time of the shooting.
It looks like marijuana, and it even gives you the high of marijuana. But Delta 8 is known as marijuana light in the industry.
Delta 8's right in the middle of regular THC and CBD. And the reason I say that is because they're saying that it's about 2/3 of the potency of regular Delta 9 THC.
Currently,